All right, welcome to the press conference for Texas A&M. We're joined by head coach Joni Taylor and student athletes Aaliyah Patty and Sydney Bowles. We will begin with questions for the student athletes, and then we will dismiss them back to the locker room and then take questions for coach. If you can raise your hand, and we will bring a microphone to you, and please state your name and affiliation. Right here in front.
Gabriella Lewis, the next. It's a huge upset. Apparently the first 13 seed ever to make it to the quarters of the SEC tournament. How's that feel?
Sydney, you want to take that one first?
Honestly, I think we were all unaware of that. I didn't know about that, but I mean, it feels pretty good. I think just to go out there and play. I mean, it was a tough battle. They're a really good team, but I would just say, it's just survive and advance. So we're just really thinking about getting to the next game and competing again. That's all I can say about that. Thank you.
Right here in front.
That second quarter, things really seemed to shift. I think you outscored them 18-5 there. What kind of changed for you guys there?
Aaliyah, you want to take that one?
I think our main focus was, one, getting back in transition and stopping the ball, and then just trying to stay in front of the ball. We really focus on that, and like everyone says, defense leads to offense. So just getting stops and then trying to get back on the offensive end and execute on the offensive end. I think that's something we've been trying to make a focal point in these last couple of games, and I think it really worked out well for us.
Gabrielle.
You guys just seem to really never lose your cool. After the first quarter, they just could not get back. What do you attribute that, kind of even-keeledness to?
I would just say it's just been our work throughout the whole season. I mean, one of our main things that we've been trying to become is just consistent, and just consistently trying to win quarters and not letting, if we get hit, not letting it kind of waver us. And I think we did a really good job of staying poised tonight. Even when we were down, we never really showed that. And I think we did a really good job of staying together as a team. When things were breaking down, we came together. And that's what I would attribute to our success.
Any other questions for our student athletes? All right, thank you, ladies. You can be dismissed back to the locker room. All right, questions for Coach, right here in front.
I think I said this yesterday, too, that y'all shot, far above average. I mean, today from three, you've shot 65%. What do you attribute that to, that incredible jump these past 2 days?
I think it's just starting to come together for us at the right time. We've had games where we've scored the ball and then we couldn't defend anybody, and we've had games where we've defended really well and we couldn't score. And this last 2 games, it's all coming together. Our babies are growing up, and we still have a lot of growing up to do, but you can watch it literally happening in front of you. And so again, they trust the process, and they're starting to have a feel for. You have to also understand, we went with 7 for a long time with injuries, and then we brought 3 back, and so there was a point where we're still trying to get our chemistry back with the addition of our players that were hurt. And so now we're just having a better feel and understanding for what shots are good shots for us individually, what shots are good shots for us as a team, and how to get people the ball.
Seeding will say this was an upset, but from your perspective, does it feel like an upset for you guys? Did this feel like a game you guys should have been in regardless?
This is our 3rd time playing Mississippi State, and let me just stop and say that what Sam has done this year has been absolutely incredible. I think they're an NCAA tournament team, and we've played them twice really, really hard. They battled hard when they came to College Station, and we battled them hard when we went to Starkville. And we felt like we could have won both of those games. We weren't ready to win those games. We weren't mature enough, and so we knew that it was going to be a battle. We knew we were going to have our hands full. They've got tons of talent on the sideline over there. But we felt like we were going to be in a pretty good position if we would do the right things and take care of the basketball.
Any more questions for Coach Taylor? Right here, Gabrielle.
I asked your players this, but first 13 seed to make the quarters, how does that feel?
It's something that we're not going to spend a lot of time with. It's great, right? But I think that for us, the next step is getting ready for Ole Miss. So we're proud of that accomplishment. We'll make sure they understand that and they know it. But then it's on to the next thing. You know, the one thing we talk about is there's a reason why the rearview mirror is smaller than the windshield, right? We're looking forward into what's next.
Right here. Cora.
You just said it. That's not a bad Mississippi State team by any means. To see that your team has gotten to the point they've learned from those losses, you've got young kids, you have freshmen who are stepping up in moments like this. What does that mean to you as a coach to see that they have progressed to this point?
I can't say enough how proud I am of this team. You look at 3 players and a freshman who decided to stay committed to us, and 3 that followed us to Texas A&M, and 8 returners who decided to stay and could have gone other places and have a chance to play. And so the immediate trust we had with those young ladies in the locker room is something that you don't see every day. And it was hard. We asked them to take on different roles. We asked some of them to be defensive players, and we asked some of them to do some different things offensively. And every single one of them and their parents have trusted us in this process. And so when you see that, you're just extremely proud and extremely grateful, because that doesn't happen everywhere.
Any other questions for Coach? All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Coach.